Hi guys, welcome to the part 1 of Back to Basics series. In this video, I'm going to talk about everything that you need to achieve a flawless looking base. Now, the key to achieve any flawless looking makeup base is skincare. And I cannot stress enough on how important is it to prep and prime your skin. In this video, I'm going to show you a few steps with which you can achieve this look. So please continue watching. So the first step is to cleanse your skin. So after washing your face, I will double cleanse my skin using this Skin Spa Micellar Water by CSessentials. I will start cleansing my skin by using a few drops on a cotton pad and then get rid of all the dirt and grime and basically cleanse all my pores. This will not only hydrate my skin but also prepare the skin a little bit for the makeup application. Guys, if you struggle a lot with the base, you might want to exfoliate your face before starting your makeup. Trust me guys, it really makes a very big difference. Now the second step is to use a toner, and I'm using this by Elixir shop. This is a totally organic and a natural brand. I'm going to take a little amount on the cotton pad again and start to use it all over my face. This toner will increase the skin pH level and balance my skin. It will refresh my skin and also shrinks my pores and prepare my skin. Once the skin is nice and clean, the next step is to moisturize the skin, and I'm using this cream with vitamin E and SPF. I'm going to use a very thick cream because I have a very dry skin. Now, no matter whatever your skin type is, oily, dry or combination, there are a lot of products available. Just try and choose a product which suits your skin type, and make sure that you massage it into your skin and prepare and hydrate your skin really well. Now, this step of moisturizing your skin is the most important and the key step to having a flawless base. Now, all makeup products are very drying on your skin, and eventually it will start flaking up your skin even if your skin is super oily and well moisturized. So if it is not well moisturized, your skin will start looking cakey and flaky, and it will not solve the purpose. So do not skip this step and give ample amount of time when you're massaging this product into your skin. Now, once your skin is nicely moisturized, I would introduce you a step number 4, which is very essential irrespective of what skin type you have, is using a facial oil. And I'm using the one by Herbis, Cacay nut oil. As I said, my skin is very dry, so I will be applying this facial oil, and I will use a generous amount, like 8 to 10 drops of it. If you have oily skin, avoid using 8 to 10, but do go for 4 to 6 drops or 4, however you wish, but do not skip this step. This also acts as a serum, and this facial oil is very light and gets absorbed into your skin very quickly. And trust me guys, it gives your skin a natural glow, and it will help to give your base a very dewy and natural looking kind of a skin. Now, I would suggest you to go all over your lids as well if you have very dry lids, and also on your lips and under eye. As I'm not going to go with an extra eye cream, but if you want and if you have a habit, by all means go ahead and apply an amount of under eye cream if you have very dry under eyes. Now I'd let the oil sit on my skin for a good 5 to 7 minutes before I start an application of any makeup products. I'm also going to use this lip balm by Nika and go all over my lips to hydrate and prepare them before I apply any lipstick on them. Now after the prepping of my skin, I'm going to prime my skin, and for that I'm using this Pro Prep and Prime by LA Girl. I'm going to take this pea-sized amount and I'm going to warm it up between my fingers and apply it on my areas where I have the most amount of pores. Now the primers are going to fill out your pores, blur out your imperfections. It's going to create a smooth canvas for makeup application, and it will also make your makeup last longer. Now the primers also have to be selected according to your skin type as the other products. So if you have oily combination skin, go for mattifying primers or the ones which suit your skin better. Now once my skin is nicely prepped and primed, I'm also going to use this MAC Fix Plus to kind of give a extra hydration to my face, and I'm going to just spritz a generous amount on my face. This not only hydrates my face but also is going to provide a natural base to kind of stick my makeup products on it and also give it a dewy and natural finish. I'm also going to let it dry naturally before I start applying any makeup. You can also take a beauty blender without any product to kind of just push the mist into your skin. Make sure your beauty sponge is damp enough before you start using it. Now once I'm done with prepping and priming of my skin, I'm going to move to the corrector or concealer. I'm using the yellow corrector by LA Girl, and I'm going to start putting it up on the center points of my face, starting from the under eye and then moving on to the chin and the area around my mouth, on the bridge of my nose and center of the forehead. So now my idea to use this yellow corrector is that it's going to even out the skin tone and also instantly brighten up my complexion. Now I'm going to take a damp beauty blender and I'm going to start pushing the product into my skin. I'm not wiping away or moving the product away. I'm just patting it in. Look at the motion that I'm using. I'm just pushing and pressing the product in with a very light hand. I'm not using a swiping motion or I'm not bouncing it a lot. It will just move the product all over and it will not give you a very blended look. If you see, it has instantly brightened up my complexion and has given up an even tone to my face. Now I'm going to move on to the concealer, and I'm using the NYX concealer. The shade and everything I'll be putting up in the description box. So I'm going to take this on the back of my hand or on my palm and then just warm it up between with my fingers and then start applying it to the areas basically that I think is pigmented. If you see, I'm just kind of spot correcting and then just blending it away, like I'm trying to dissolve and mix it and nicely blend it into my skin, and I'm using my fingers so the warmth can actually help me to blend the product very seamlessly. And I'm using it under my eyes where I think that I have a little bit of pigmentation around my mouth and a little bit on my forehead. Now using a mini damp beauty blender, I'm going to just go over the areas wherever I use this product to kind of let it pick up any excess and also blend it better. I'll use the same blender also over my lids, as I want to avoid using any special eye base because it's just going to be too much, and for this look less is more. For my foundations, I'm going to be using something very thin and dewy, and therefore I'm using this liquid foundations by Maybelline Fit Me range in the shades 128 and 125. And now using a damp beauty blender, I'm going to pick up the product and start applying it on my skin. If you see, I'm using it in a dabbing motion again and just pressing it on my skin. I'll not use a lot of quantity of this. I'm going very little by little and building it up slowly. Now you can also use a brush for the application of the foundation, but I'm going to use a beauty blender here because I just feel that it's going to pick up any excess product and just give me a very blended and naturally airbrushed finish. But you can also use a brush. I'm also going over my lids and I'm just working up on any creases before I start setting my makeup with a powder or a compact. The next step is to set my makeup and lock it in place, and for that I'm going to use a combination of a yellow banana powder and a white powder by Elixir and Makeup Revolution, and I'm going to just lightly dust it off under my eyes and my nose and around the mouth to the areas which I feel are sweaty and needs to be set and locked in. You can also use a compact powder all over your face or a powder depending upon your skin type. I'm just going to use it on the areas where I require it because I have very dry skin. But if you have oily skin, by all means go ahead and dust it all over your face. And I'm using this small fluffy brush to set my makeup because I just feel that with this brush you can control the amount of product and it just avoids making it cakey, and you can just build it and it just gives you kind of a control. Once you're done setting up your makeup, you can also spritz a bit of Fix Plus onto your skin to give it even more dewy and glowy kind of a finish. That's all for my today's video. In my next video, I'm going to be showing you how to blush, contour and highlight. So stay tuned, keep smiling and see you in my next one. Bye bye.